Episode 11 of the Friction Podcast. We got Kadeem on the soundboard. Look, he bum, 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 you know what I'm saying? I'm so happy that we're back together. Make sure you check out episode 10. We talked about masculinity. It was friction-y.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and
Black
hit the bell.
masculinity.
Yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell. Boom. Zaya, hey, baby.
Hi.
What's up?
Everything is up. I'm good. I'm feeling good. Got little Tito's in my system.
Okay.
Fucking drunk.
Tito's.
Am I the only person who don't drink on this set?
Yes.
It's because I'm better than you all.
That's not
Yes.
why.
William, what up, man?
What's up? I'm Will, like your phone bill. You know, I'm just vibing.
Oh, that's right.
How you feeling today?
We're gonna get into that. I'll tell you why. What rubbed me the wrong way. So we'll get into that.
So I hope you're going to balance that out with something that rubbed you the right way.
I don't know. I don't have anything that rubbed me the right way.
So you're going to be negative the whole show.
I'll try.
Kadeem, what up, man?
Yo,
Kadeem the Great,
Deem the Great, what up?
the editor, the junior executive producer.
Hey, look, I got like 8 videos in the tuck I need to edit.
Yeah, man.
Working hard.
We appreciate you, man. Make sure you follow Just Another Podcast.
Yeah. Hey, look, see what I did was I took the subscribe count off. So Flood doesn't know we've been increasing our lead.
I want your password to yours so I can give me your password so I can check out what you guys got going
My
on.
other channel hit 500 too. But we got videos
Nice,
that like 12,000
nice.
views and shit like that. That's a different.
Oh, not
Look,
12,000
you know he always trying to rub things
Flex.
the wrong way.
Flex.
Big flex.
All right.
No, that's a small flex in the YouTube world.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess it's considered small, but I think it's big, especially when you're doing so many other things and you're not like full time. That's not like a full time thing that you do.
That's the point.
This is a grind, and I don't think people understand
Right.
how much,
So
especially
100. Yeah.
when you're not that's a 12,000. But
Oh, well, 12,000. Yeah, even
I got,
No
I
disrespect
got
here.
my other
It
channel do
is.
have some videos that's doing numbers, but it's a grind because we're not famous.
No.
We're not up here, If Zaya take her shirt off, this shit'll go crazy. No, don't do it.
No, we need all that.
No, you can get me in trouble.
But yeah, I mean, just we're here at damn near midnight grinding, because I think it's mainly because of me because I'm working all day.
Yes, your schedule.
I appreciate you guys.
No, it's all of us. I got things. You got things. I got
It's
things.
about his schedule.
All right, so you know how we start every show, a play on friction, what rubbed you the right way and what rubs you the wrong way. I'm going to start, if you guys don't mind. I have 2 things that rubbed me the right way. The first thing that rubbed me the right way is Queen Maya Angelou is going to be on U.S. currency. Drop a bomb for her, please. Oh, shit.
You don't even know how to use this for real.
Okay, well, that's cool. And the other thing that rubbed me the right way, if you don't know, I am a comic book nerd and geek. And the first Black-owned publication company for comic books is called Milestone Comics. It folded about 20 years ago. If you guys remember Static Shock, the cartoon, Static was a part of Milestone. They're back. And not only are they back in a big way, they're actually recruiting independent Black artists, and they're doing this whole campaign of just aggressively just hiring Black talent specifically. And I am so in love with the idea of that. You guys know I'm pro-Black everything. So I'm excited to be able to purchase those things and see the up-and-coming talent. Let's drop a bomb for them, please. Hey, he's good with that soundboard.
Yes.
You got anything for us, Zaya?
I'm so excited. Yes. I've had so many things rub me the wrong way. But I want to talk about what rubbed me the right way. And this past weekend, I had an opportunity to meet the queen of Ahsoka, Allison Hines. Not only did I get a chance to meet her, I got a chance to spend time with her. Like, I was looking up at this woman on stage, like, wow.
I was in your stories heavy, too.
Man, when I say performer. Like, okay, if you know soca music is energy music. It's, you are jumping, you are moving. And for her to have such a powerful sound at her age and has been doing it, like, the crown is well deserved. So that really rubbed me the wrong way. I mean, the right way, because I got a chance to be like intimate and like just talk to her like a regular, you know what I'm saying? It's somebody that I have been waiting to see live for over 8 years. So it was amazing. So that rubbed me the right way. And I don't care about nothing else.
Okay, that's good.
We're going to finish on a positive.
Well, I don't know about positive, but this is what rubbed me the wrong way. So today, I went to court. I was an officer of the court. I was a bailiff today. And I watched a black man get put in handcuffs and chains. They chain his legs and handcuff his hands today. And that really hit me really hard. Right. When I left that courthouse, I went home. I just was in court. I almost cried listening to his story. But I couldn't show emotions because I was officer of the court. So after I left there, I went to my car. I felt really bad about that. Just seeing a black man. I mean, yeah, the crime, the punishment for the crime was what it was supposed to be, but I just felt really bad seeing an African-American man in chains.
Yeah, they still do that.
And I went home, and that's why I ended up taking a nap. And if you see me kind of in a down state doing this episode, it was a lot of that. It was my first time saying that, and it's just on my mind. Like, just saying a black man and knowing that
The
his
symbolism
future,
alone is just like, really like putting this man in chains, right?
Yeah, I was texting Watu the entire time. I was like, I don't know if I can even do this again. Like, it was supposed to be jury duty for the military, and it was very sad. It was very sad.
So it's mandatory that you have to do that?
Yeah, it was mandatory that I had to do it. So I actually had to go with him from the courthouse, I had to escort him, be with the security guards, and they took him over to Chesapeake, North Carolina border, where we have our prison at for the military. And this guy didn't say anything from the moment he was sentenced, and I just saw him just defeated. Like, from that point on, for hours, I was with him from 8 o'clock to around 5 p.m. today, and I just was very...
You're drained.
Yeah. Emotionally, it was very draining to see him.
Like, yeah, it takes a lot of energy, and I'm sure you probably just...
Yeah, he's getting kicked out the military, dishonorable discharge. He has to spend 35 days in prison, and
Damn.
it was very sad. So that rubbed me the wrong way. Yes, what he did was bad, but that rubbed me the wrong way. What rubbed me the right way was that Colin Powell passed away this week. I was happy to see black community give him the flowers, even though he's dead, but give him his flowers. I was afraid when I found out first that people were going to be like, well, he was a Republican and he worked for Bush and he was in Republican administration. But if you remember, when Obama was coming around, he kind of shifted over, and he was a very good force to persuade a lot of Republicans, black Republicans, to vote for Obama. So I was glad to see that the black community was really saying that, damn, we lost a good one. He was the first black Secretary of State,
sure.
So I was happy to see that in the media.
Okay.
I like that. Kadeem, what you got for us, baby?
I'm trying to make it sports, because the Cowboys is 5-1.
Oh.
And I'm hyped. Update: I'm fully vaxxed.
Are you?
Am I?
Oh, he about to show us.
Okay.
Am I?
Look at you! Congratulations,
I
man.
can figure out how to do that.
My best friend wants to go to New York to go to Peter Luger's to have steak for his birthday, and in New York to eat inside, you got to be vaxxed. So
Good for
to
you,
celebrate
man.
life with my mans, I got fully vaccinated, but
Okay.
Took one for the team.
That's what you need. All right.
I mean,
the only one walking around here with cooties now. When you gonna get your cooties? When you gonna get your cooties?
well.
but I haven't really had. I mean, I've been tired. I don't really have nothing that's rubbed me the wrong. I try to stay positive, bro.
Okay.
To go piggyback off his story, I've been locked up before.
In chains?
Yes.
Damn.
I've been locked up, but not with the chain.
Oh no.
I was
I've been locked
snatched,
up
bro.
with
I was in
chains.
jail for
Right.
some days. I was like, yo.
I
I did a weekend, so it won't.
No, it was like
They
6
had
days.
his hand, his feet.
I was man. Oh yeah, man. I didn't want to take a shot. I didn't eat for 6 days.
Yeah, I didn't eat either.
I don't even know how niggas
You was in there eating.
One time, no, hell
Oh,
no.
I'm about to
One
say.
time, I had to stay the night. They did that shit on purpose too, right? I remember I was like trying to be all hard and shit.
Like, look at this nigga.
Oh no, I was ready to
By
smack
the
somebody.
time that
Right.
morning came, I was crying. I was like, I just want to go home. Like, this
Oh,
is
they
not-
broke
I
you.
just laid in the literally, I was never.
And I was in a holding cell too. I wasn't like in the regular joint.
I
I was
in a
like,
room.
I was like,
holding
in,
cell.
I had a
I was in
roommate.
jail. I ended up in general population, and
I
then I,
did
had to
not
go to
wanna
my
do
bond
that.
hearing. You got to have a lawyer, and then I'm not broke, so then they was trying to bust me over. Not trying. They bust me over the head to get out. It was a process. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
No, I
That
just
rub,
did a- I
the
just
court
did a-
system
I've been to
rubs me the
holding cell.
wrong
That's
way.
it.
Right, I did a weekend.
I was in a holding cell before, and I have been in.
I did an hour.
I had a whole roommate. I remember I was like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I don't want to say nothing. I just rolled over.
I was
that
in there
hard-ass
like on
bed.
some Squid Games. We got all the bunk beds,
No.
3 tie in the joint. I'm like, damn. I go to my bond here and they're like, yo, one of y'all stinking. It's like, it's me. I haven't showered. I don't know what's gonna happen. I might have to shank somebody. I don't know what's
right.
gonna
Oh,
happen
that's
in here.
right.
So
Yeah, no, I just holding cell for
yeah.
me.
So if something rubs me the wrong way, it's the Commonwealth of Virginia's laws be out of pocket. But
Yeah, they kind of weird.
For sure. So let's get into it. So we have a really good topic for you guys tonight. We're going to talk about fatphobia. Fatphobia rubs me the wrong way. I'll be the first to say that.
Come through.
I can be vain. My occupation kind of encourages fatphobia as well. And I know that I can be brash and I don't really accommodate certain lifestyles because I'm a health and fitness
Yeah,
guy.
practice what you preach.
You know what I'm saying? And so I struggle with the idea of fatphobia.
What is fatphobia?
Can we look it up?
Yeah.
Right. So we're gonna get you guys the technical definition, not our definition.
the social stigma of obesity has caused difficulties and disadvantages for overweight and obese people. Weight stigma is similar and has been broadly defined as bias or discriminatory behaviors targeted at individuals because of their weight.
All right. So it has nothing to do with fear, because as we know,
Why would you be?
no. So I mean,
It's
it
phobia
matters.
is fear. You're
Right.
afraid
So
of it.
that
So
definition.
it doesn't make any sense. To me.
Well, so that definition doesn't talk about fear. It talks about being discriminated against. It talks about prejudices. And I'm going to be completely 100. Like, if that is the definition, yeah, I'm fat.
So you're fat phobic.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Are
in
you?
what ways do you find that you discriminate against fat people? Because I don't know that you discriminate against fat. What you said, discrimination.
Yeah. It's
All right,
I don't-
so what-
discriminating is
Stigma.
like you can't come in here because you're fat.
Well,
Right.
yeah.
We just don't like
But
it.
you might. This guy is a monster.
I'm just saying. Hey, look, I used to be the guy that be like, I don't want no fat girls in my party. I'm sorry.
Oh, wait.
wow,
Okay,
Chris
wait a minute. Wait a
Brown.
minute. Like your house party or like
Yeah,
club
so that
party?
might have been.
like a house party.
That's
so like,
definitely
like
fat
so like
phobia.
you turned fat girls like nah.
So you're
We had
Chris
a cap.
Brown.
Like 3 of y'all, 2 in a possible maybe.
So, okay, cool. I'm not going to be the villain here.
I'm cool with being the villain. I'm not
going
on
to be
the
the
screen.
villain here.
Yeah.
Wow. All right,
Okay.
so when you talk about discriminating, like my attraction, like
Is that discrimination?
No,
Is
that's
it?
that's a preference.
So then when a person says that they want to date dark skin or light skin, we call them colorists and look down.
Which
Right.
we shouldn't though. That's
So
a preference.
It's a preference, but
well,
don't say that on social media now.
So here's the thing with that. Like when you talk about colorism, a lot of that is rooted in psychosis, white supremacy, and appreciating things because the white dominant culture and people are attracted to power says, okay, cool, this is powerful, so it's more attractive. I don't think inherently people are attracted to just dark skin or light skinned people. It's a learned behavior because of
No. Okay, go ahead.
I don't think it's learned behavior. I definitely think there's a I agree with the beginning of your statement. sir. You get the fucking flitter your eyes.
I don't understand how I just said something wrong.
I'm saying, like, it doesn't necessarily. I think that you can inherently have an attraction to darker or lighter skin.
It's a preference.
I mean,
I think you
my
can have
preference
an
of dating a
inherent
lighter,
attraction.
my preference of dating a lighter
I
skinned
do
person is
believe-
because I like the
Don't
contrast of us being together.
Hey, he has the right to say that.
Yeah,
he can
that's
say
his
whatever he
preference.
wants.
this I like this right here. I like this right here. That's my
y'all some
thing.
coons,
But let's move back to let's move back to it.
No,
though.
I'm just saying, I don't think that it's impossible to have an inherent attraction to darker or lighter skin. I do think there is some psychological effects that have
that comes into play when
Yes,
it comes to that kind of
absolutely.
stuff. I mean, images on TV, how you view yourself too.
I get it. So again, you're saying it's not the same. Colorism, as far as choosing light or white, is not the same thing as discriminating against your attraction towards bigger women. But there are people who are like specifically attracted to bigger women,
Right.
or
Facts.
bigger men,
Right,
for sure.
right.
So
I mean, but there's a lot that comes with that. I'm speaking as a heterosexual man. Like usually, this is about to get so ugly, man.
You don't want to just
Go
talk.
ahead, say
We
what
don't
you-
like big janks. It's okay.
I mean, I'm trying not to. So
what's a big jank?
a big girl.
I know
But
that. I know that.
To me, I don't want to date no girl
I
that I
don't
can't
want
pick
Flood
up.
to get off.
You shouldn't be with no girl you can't pick up.
Well.
Y'all seen that video of the dude? It was like a flood. I think it was in Richmond. It was a flood, and the girl gets washed away. Her man can't hold her up. A
That-
bigger dude comes and scoops his.
mean,
That
but
was in New York.
no man can
was
just
real?
carry a
That was
300-pound woman around.
I'm
So
saying-
does she not deserve a man that? I don't care how strong
Some
you are.
dude might, but I don't want you because I don't
no
want to
dude-
carry no 300-pound junk.
No.
I've always
You're not off. You're not off the hook.
So, oh God,
Just say-
this is
Just
so
talk.
bad.
He don't,
Can you just
look,
keep
see,
it
this is
real?
he be backpedaling a lot. He
I'm
don't wanna-
backpedaling
Why?
I'll be the
absolutely-
villain.
because I'm a trainer and okay, so bigger women usually they're more voluptuous. That's a good word. Look, y'all mad because am I telling y'all mad because my
because-
vocabulary.
I've seen some very voluptuous.
No, so bigger women
I
are
know.
voluptuous, and as a man, like men like titties and ass, right?
They do.
So I
I've
mean,
heard.
bigger women are usually more equipped with those things. So
Okay.
cool. And then when you think about men generally, when we're just talking about black men, right? We're talking about black men. African American men aren't in the best shape, right?
Okay.
So you take a black man who's not in the best shape. I mean,
Why aren't we holding both sides accountable?
we're going to get to that.
Okay.
We're going to get to that. So I think that black men especially can be wildly attracted to bigger women because of them being voluptuous.
So it's like a fetish. It's a sexual thing.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
No.
So you
thanks.
like big girls, but you don't like big girls. Is that what you're saying?
Who, me personally?
Yes, you personally. Yes.
Like, what do you mean I like her?
you like ass and what are you saying?
That ain't a
You-
big girl though. You like big girls, bro?
No.
What's a big?
What are we
girl?
considering big? I mean, are we
So,
talking about big
okay, so
girls
for
or
me
obese
personally,
girls?
yeah, so personally for me, if she weighs more than me, it's a no-go.
Negative.
How much do you weigh? How much do you weigh?
I'm 217 now.
No girl should be 200 pounds.
I feel you.
Look, y'all. Oh my god.
And then also, like, so I'm not talking about a woman who's 5'4", 217. Like, she got to be taller if she gonna be 200. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know how tall she got to be? Never mind. I'm talking too much.
no, but I'm saying like 5'9", 5'10", 200. That's a stack. Huh?
Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
I mean, everyone is entitled to their personal preferences. We're talking about fat phobia in terms of discriminating. I don't think that's discrimination. But what would you say would be of something that is discriminatory towards bigger people? Like, what do you think?
I would say, so I was looking online and they were saying that the fashion industry isn't making clothes more clothes for plus size women, and they weren't hiring plus size models and stuff like that. That's could be considered.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, that's
against
something
them.
that's really, really new. Like hiring plus size, and it makes sense from a marketing standpoint because as Americans, we not in shape. Most Americans are either overweight or obese. So why wouldn't you market to those people? But we're so fat phobic that we wanted to stigmatize.
I don't like the word. The word is stupid. Like fat phobic is a stupid ass word, okay? Because phobic means you're afraid of something.
Well, we just gave you the definition, and
no,
you can't
we
make it
came
into something.
They came up with a definition that suits the needs of the people who want to address their feelings of discrimination. It's not.
So I don't mean to turn the but when we talk about homophobia and transphobia,
Same thing. I think it's the same thing.
You're being ridiculous.
I'm not being ridiculous. I think phobia suggests, like, okay, so if we're going to talk about trans or homo, let's talk about homophobia. There are men that are afraid of being hit on by a gay man. So that I could see where they're trying to say, oh, you're
what are they
homophobic.
afraid of, though? You
He
might
gonna
not
turn 'em
like
out?
it.
I'm not speaking for, I'm just saying there are men. Either they're afraid because they have some maybe undertones.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Or they're afraid because they have been taught that this is such a negative thing. So like it's like almost instinctive for them to try to react this way because again, back to the masculinity conversation, we've been taught not to be, like you can't be, it's okay for women, but it's still kind of not as okay politically for men. It's become more okay.
It's
but
still not okay in the black community.
Right. But what I'm saying is it's, obviously outside of the black community, there's a whole plethora of okayness. But the point that I'm trying to make is that it's always been okay for women. So that's where I'm saying the phobia part comes in with homophobia. But I'm trying to say, I don't know that there are people that are afraid of fat people. I just think that bigger people, because they want to have acceptance, which I think they have. Don't do that.
She disrespectful.
Fat people, big people, if they are trying to create sort of a movement, these terms that they're coming up with aren't applicable. People aren't afraid of you. People are just saying like, that's not what I'm looking for. Or we didn't really think that we would have to have chairs to suit you. We didn't think that we would have to, like, as far as flights on
you
the
got to get two
like,
seats.
Right. Like, that's not how it was designed, right? So that's not my fault that you're too large for what it was designed for.
He don't want to say nothing.
Shaking your head.
He agrees.
That doesn't make me afraid of you. I'm not discriminating against you. I'm saying like, hey, my original design didn't include this. My original design included like kind of a range and you're kind of outside of that range. And at the end of the day, you're outside of that range and you know what has contributed to it. Yes, there might be some health things that contribute to it, but at the end of the day, like even someone who has like lymphedema can do something to work with the fluids that build up that create the large.
You know what? I want to tell our onlookers right now that, they always try to cancel me and William, but they never attack you. And this is a perfect opportunity. Black women especially. Tear her ass.
Cancer.
Why would they? Hold on. What did she say that
First
was
of all-
incorrect though?
I mean, I feel you, but you know how black women are when it comes to.
This is
What
the
exactly
problem.
did I say? What did I say?
You're holding people accountable for their weight. You're saying that, this might not be made for you, but what happens is we can't tell people that's
You
not
can't
attractive
tell
to
me that I'm afraid of you because I didn't design something specifically for you. That's my point.
So your
you
only
can't
issue,
tell me.
your only issue is the word they're using to describe that.
I don't like the word.
Okay,
because
so
I don't like the use of it because I feel like it's like you're trying to make me out to be some type of.
But per his definition, they could say,
That was
okay,
not my definition, sir.
Okay, the definition you ran out. Let's find a different word to go with that. They still feel discriminated against. So
How?
People are making clothes for skinny people, for size 2. People are making.
They make
First of all,
clothes for
there's
the
always
average
plus size.
person.
There's always been plus size. There's always been plus size women. There's always been plus size clothes.
There is
we're talking about is obese people.
Yet there's not
That's what we're
aircraft
talking
seats
about.
for plus size people
They
or
don't-
obese women.
Nobody
Yes,
goes
there
out the way
is.
for super
on
tall
an
people.
airplane. You can ride an airplane if you're plus size. What the problem is obese person.
Okay.
That's a problem. Being plus size has nothing to do. We're talking about.
So you have a problem with
levels.
obesity.
I don't have a problem with obesity.
Okay.
I'm saying you can't tell me that I'm afraid of you because you're obese and I didn't design things or I don't accommodate you.
So you
That's
don't
what
feel
I'm
like
saying.
that anybody should go out of their way to accommodate for obese people?
I'm not saying they shouldn't. I'm saying if you're obese and that's how you want to live
That's
your
on
life,
you.
that's on you. Create
I'm trying to figure where you stand at on this. So
create your environment. I'm not afraid of you though. That's my thing. I'm just not afraid of you. So I don't like the term fat phobic.
Okay.
Because it suggests that I'm afraid of something. I'm not afraid of being fat because I work out. Like I'm not.
Jesus Christ. So how do you feel about handicap? Well, I won't get it. That's another that's another subject. I'm just trying to corner you because I feel like
that's what I was trying to do just now.
Right.
There is no corner.
You can.
See, the difference is she can say that. If one of us say that, everybody attacks us because I'm a black man. I can't speak that freely. But she can say, I'm not fat phobic. I don't have to accommodate you because
You're
you're
just fat.
obese.
You should lose weight.
You can say that.
I mean,
for
it
real.
is true, though.
This
It
the
is
truth.
true.
If a man tells a woman, if I tell a black woman, like, no, I'm not attracted to you, you a little too big for me. I'm the devil. I'm the worst nigga in the world. But if she says, Kadeem, I only talk to dudes that are 6'3", it's like,
Or I only talk to dudes with money. Or I only talk to
check
dudes
that
that
box.
drive certain cars.
There was this-
Or I
check
only
that box too.
What was that female? And I just saw that. I should use that as my freaking rubbing the wrong with. There was a female who was dating a basketball player. I think she got his money recently. She's
talked
30
about her,
years
didn't
old.
we? He won't hear for that.
She posted herself over at a school. You guys talk about it? And that was all good.
She was at Jackson State.
She's at Jackson State, and she said, "Tell your sons or something like that. I'm out here or something like that."
Dion, get her off the campus.
Now, if a black male would have done that, they would have dogged him out. Just like you can say whatever you want about fat people right now. Let me tell a fat person that they're fat, and I'll be,
You think so?
yes.
It's a
for sure.
Why? Because you're
sure.
a guy?
Yes.
But the truth of
Because we're black men.
the truth of the matter
Anybody
is
else
that
can say it. We can't say shit. And I wanted to get back to that on the other topic, but host, bring us realist in.
But let's talk about obesity amongst our community.
Okay.
Black community. So I was looking at my information here. So it said that
In the phone.
females.
Stop calling women females. Say
It's an
women.
adjective, bro.
Bro, that's
It's
horrible.
it's the military me.
Okay.
So we refer to women as females.
I don't like that. It just sounds weird to me.
Well,
Call
you
them
know-
women.
A black woman told me you're not supposed to call women females because female could be anything that's not male.
Well, listen, we not.
I'm just telling you what
black
they told
women
me.
can.
He can say that. You can also say that because you can play the LGBTQ.
I sure can.
You play that card. If I say that shit.
My people got a white side. We got the white folks behind us too. So, but no. It said I was looking on the Health and Human Services website, and it said that out of every 5 black women is obese.
What? 4 out of 5?
Yes.
4 out of 5.
Yes. I'm let me go
Obese
ahead.
or overweight? Because
Obese. That's what it said right here.
Obese
It says,
by
Okay,
the,
so hold on,
by the
hold
regular
on.
standards. Go
it
ahead.
says African American women have the highest rate of obesity or being overweight compared to other groups in the United States. About 4 out of 5 African American female are overweight or obese.
So does it definitively say what obese is? Like, is there a body fat percentage that they're going by? Because that's the best way to determine if somebody is obese. Because,
Yeah, 'cause
like,
technically
my
you're overweight.
BMI, I'm actually obese.
I'm considered
BMI
overweight
is
for
crazy.
sure.
Right.
I
So
mean, they break it down
not
here,
obese.
but
Even if come on, man, y'all spicing hairs. You know the statistic is not false, bro.
So 4.
Nobody wants to tell the truth anymore. Everybody's so scared to tell the truth.
obese is wild, though, bro.
Obese is all right.
No, seriously. What do you think? Oh,
That 4 out of 5 black women are obese.
wow.
I mean,
How do y'all feel about that?
I wouldn't
believe
She don't
that.
feel no kind
I
of way because
believe
she
that.
works out.
And I'm in the military. I would say that African American women in the Navy, the Navy overall is probably the fattest military branch. African American women in the Navy are obese. It's a lot of them. They're huge, and they think they have thick thighs and big booty. No, B word, you're fat.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Like, it's for real.
I'm gonna tell you something. I was in this group chat and whatever, but I was in this group chat and I remember I was talking about like fitness and stuff, and someone in the chat was like, I would rather have thick thighs than fit thighs. And I was like, bitch, if you just want to be fat, just say you
Just say you want to be fat and go.
Like, that's how I felt. I felt offended because I really wasn't coming for you, but I feel like now you coming for me because I'm not doing anything. I'm just doing me. I'm offering, like, hey, we can do this together, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I wasn't feeling that. And so I think that if you want to be that way and accept it, knowing the repercussions of it, like, the bottom line is you can feel when I first came to you, Flood, I could feel the weight that I was carrying. I'm only 5'2", you know what I'm saying? And I have an athletic background. So like, I knew, like, I was like, damn, this don't feel good. So you start to deal with your knees, and then you start to deal with, you have all kinds of genetic issues, but then you have all kinds of things that come just from having to carry that much weight. I'm not saying I have like a little thickness about you, because everybody want a little softness and a little thickness to hold on to. But I'm saying, like, are you healthy? Like, can you run? Can you keep up? Can you like breathe? Like when you're walking up the steps, like that's like life or death. I'm not trying to be funny, but if the apocalypse hits, fat people not gonna make it.
They're not.
Now, since you talk about running, let me say this real quick. It says in 2019, African Americans were 20% less likely to engage in any physical activities.
20% less likely compared
to non-Hispanic whites. It says, now we were talking about males versus females earlier. It says 3 out of every 5 African American males are obese.
Also agree. See, but we can say that.
And it says that
yeah, we can drag each other, right.
It makes perfect sense, though. You got to think we've been getting crap. We've been fed crap for years. So we've also continued to feed crap to our children.
Yeah, I mean, if we've
gotten better, let's not get it twisted. Like,
right.
We've gotten better. Like, I know I've dealt with Black farmers. There is communities of people out there that are promoting health and wellness. Like, there are more Black vegans in this world now than I've ever seen. So, but vegan doesn't necessarily make you healthy.
Make you healthy. You're right.
Not by any stretch.
Hold up. Let me drop a bomb for that.
That rubs me the wrong way too, because I feel like the association with being vegan, first of all, vegan is a lifestyle. That means no animal byproducts. That means no honey, no leather. And you're not going to tell me I'm not going to be able to rock leather. Right. You know what I'm saying? But people are using this to suggest I'm healthy. That doesn't make you healthy. Like, if you're, you in being a bigger person doesn't mean you're unhealthy. Right. So that's for me, it's all about, like, what are you doing to improve your just overall wellness? Because you ain't got to look like somebody's Instagram. You ain't got to look like somebody's anything. You can just be good with who you are, like, as far as the time and energy that it takes to put into, like, really supporting your body's need to do well. Like, as you get older, you have to maintain muscle mass or you're just going to get soft. Facts. But if you're big and you have too much fat, you got to work on that. Like, you can't get around the fact that you're going to run into health issues, period. And people, like, our relationship with food as Black people has got to continue to improve. But you got to think, like, this shit is, like, from a long time ago, getting slops.
Right.
Working with the slops and then continuing to say, oh, well, we've been doing this for so long. It doesn't make it okay. It doesn't mean, like.
I mean, our community, a lot of us are getting help from the government, and when we get these food stamps and stuff like that, we have to, when we go to the grocery store, it's cheaper to get the unhealthy stuff than it is to get the healthy stuff, because we don't have.
Somebody had $20,000 on food stamps.
$20,000. And what were they spending? I
don't know. I just seen that the balance was 20 bands. I was like,
bro, I would be getting steaks and everything. I'd be eating real good on 20 grand.
I had two questions.
We have people. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, the first one was going to be, because really we're the problem, right? We like women, but dudes want pussy. Oh, should I say that on your pod? Dudes want to have sex with women,
adults
right?
here.
Yeah.
It's after hours.
So instead of saying, yo, you're a little too big, you should, you know what I mean? And that's what my first point was, actually. You go to One Life. You've been to one. I seen you in One Life.
Mm-hmm. Right.
For every one Black girl, it's like 5 white girls in one.
More than that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was being gracious.
More than that.
So we not in the gym, but why are the girls that we know not in the gym? Because they be like,
No,
well, I still pull dudes. I still can go out and dudes are still hollering at me. Dudes are still trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So are we the problem?
No, I don't think you're the problem. I think we definitely have, like, a lot of underlying issues that we have to deal with as far as, like, loving ourselves as women,
Right.
just loving ourselves, whether you're big or small. Loving yourself is super important. Self-love, like, because just because y'all are thinking that y'all out here plotting on us, we plotting on y'all too. We need the fuck too,
Right.
Yeah, but you can still get that without going to the gym.
for sure.
Most women, the women that I know, they be like, oh, I need to go to the gym, but they still getting like dudes is on they like DMs is flooded. Like you not thirsty for no dude because nobody's turning you away. I'm telling you, I don't like no big.
So
I mean, but I
are you
don't
saying
see-
that
I
you
don't
think
see a
men
lot of-
should be more like upfront about what their preferences are, or just that?
But men will
should
fuck
be more-
anything.
Right.
But I don't see. Yes, I don't see.
I won't.
However, I don't see a lot of. Maybe from my social media, I don't see a lot of men posting obese women and thick women and stuff
I
like
mean,
that.
but that's your feed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You can
but-
find it. Oh, it's out there. That's just your feed.
Maybe it's yeah. That's why I said from what I see on my social media. But I want to think that these men would sleep with the big girls in the hood or anywhere. And,
Why they got to be in the hood?
Exactly. That's why I said that.
and they will post somebody like you on their social media. Let's
Why did
just
you
be,
have to bring her in?
let's just be honest.
You're
That
so
they will
because that's
post-
the truth.
They will post a fit girl on their social media, but they'll smash the girls who are not so fit and are plus size easily on because you're the
'Cause
trophy
they want that
body.
voluptuousness.
They want-
like
No
nobody.
thanks.
But you also see men, and I hate to shift the conversation, but you see men in the comments on Lizzo's social media hating on her hard. But I'm sure there are dudes who
Hating
are
or hitting.
hating.
Oh, okay.
So I'm pretty sure some dudes are in her DM smashing.
For sure.
But they do not care for her on social media when she posts those pictures of her in barely anything.
And I'm glad that you brought her up because she's actually one of the topics of
Okay.
our segment today. So let's shift into this whole Lizzo thing. I'm going to be frank. I don't like anything about her.
Why not?
What you mean?
I think musically she's kind of.
She's super talented.
Okay, I don't listen to her music, so I
Me
don't know
neither.
the
Oh,
music
yeah.
stuff.
No, she's
but
very
like
talented.
what I've seen from like the media, the stuff that comes through my feed, like she's bugged the fuck out, and I think she has issues like emotionally and mentally. William pointed something out to us that made me go online. She's big on body positivity,
Yes.
and that'll be something that we'll talk about a little later. But she posted her butthole on,
Yes,
on,
yes.
on
Have
her
on
Instagram.
underwear.
No.
she didn't.
She
She
did
didn't
not.
have no underwear
She
on.
did not.
She had
Yeah.
a thong.
She
No,
did
she
not.
didn't. She turned
I didn't see
around.
it.
She turned
I didn't- I
around.
saw, like,
Listen,
a clip of it on,
she
like, a
turned
comments
around,
page.
bent over,
On
and
live.
So
her,
wait. You saw her butthole. They
she
Instagram
said, "Kiss
showed
my
it.
asshole."
Yes, and you know what?
They
Both-
showed it.
Yeah.
Yes. What's that
She
guy?
was live.
What's that guy who's low key gay, but he always hate on Lil Nas X, Lil Boozy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lil
Now,
Boosie's gay.
They took his social media away for acting a fool and having strippers and stuff like that.
Right.
But because they want to push this whole let's be positive towards fat people, Lizzo can show her ass, literally show her ass on social media, on Instagram, and she still has an Instagram page.
That's a bit much.
Like
No,
I saw the inside of her ass.
But, and then also, like, here's another reason why I like she preaches body positivity, and she wears the same things that somebody who is smaller would wear, which I don't necessarily have a problem with because, you know, keep it consistent.
No,
Like, I'm
mind
okay.
your body. It's not. No, let's be honest. Everything is not made for everybody. There are clothes that are okay on skinny people, and there are clothes that are okay on fat people. Don't wear clothes
Is that being fat phobic though?
No, but it is being discriminate. It is being a
not
little
discriminate against
discriminating.
fat people. You know that. You know my stand on that. Yes, if you're big, wear clothes that cover up some stuff. I don't want to see your rolls. I don't want to see all this extra stuff.
You're fat phobic.
I'm
That
sorry.
was fat phobic.
That was not. I'm.
skin is skin is skin.
No, I want to see skin that. Listen,
Kadeem, we know that you're not interested.
he agrees with me too.
But Kadeem, did you see the outfit? It was
I
like a
don't-
purple
Do you want to
see-through.
see that?
No. Now
Okay.
I heard about my girl was telling me that Rihanna had something similar and they had like
Yes,
side by
and
side.
yes.
Don't put Rihanna next to Lizzo.
No.
That's messed up. That's gonna make everybody be like, come on, man.
And it's true. Like we don't want to see that. I'm just saying.
Okay, so do you think she was unjustified in showing her ass because of someone who made the comment about her being disgusting? So someone called her not called her disgusting, but she said it was disgusting, and that we should be focused on health and wellness. And that's not to suggest that like Lizzo isn't. Like I know at one point she was doing like a little cleanse thing and some things. And
But she's done this time, and she's done this before. Mooning
Talking about the
people,
the
She
movie?
does that.
showing
She-
her boobs,
well, that's
and then
a
she breaks
character
down
trait.
like, and
She
then she
breaks
breaks
down
down
and
and cry
cries
and say
and-
people need to treat her better. Like, you need to sit down, bro. Like, you need to sit down.
Okay, one thing we don't know is we don't know her state, like you said, her mental health. Okay? The second thing we don't know is the amount of bullying that she has to deal with as an artist, as a larger person, which I think is what the fat body
Now,
positive.
let's not-
Hold up. I think that's what the body positive community is saying. Like she's being bullied, she's being talked about, she's being like that was what was the song she did with Cardi B? Like it was like a keep talking or some shit. I don't know.
pay attention to her
Anyway.
music.
You remember when she went to the NBA game with her butt out and she sat down in that?
Like,
Right,
girl,
but
there
here's
are
the thing:
kids over there.
right. This is true. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like time and place. Like, it's for some reason like her timing is off. Maybe now the outfit that she had on going to Cardi B's party, I think. Like it was a Jamaican theme, so I guess she felt like, well, okay, so that's kind of appropriate for that type of party. But everybody have their
that's crazy.
opinions about not wanting to see it or not. So in her, her defense, she's like, listen, I'm grown. I'm going to this party dressed according to the theme of the party. If you don't like it, you don't have to look. You don't have to appreciate it.
The skinny girls will cover up.
You don't have to bully me about it. You don't have to talk shit. You don't have to call me disgusting. And so that's who she was doing. But I just think it's like sort of like it's backwards for her to. I think it's backwards for the community for her to show her ass literally. Like that's too much.
Let me just
So
add
that's
this
just too
piece
much.
real quick. So I've noticed that these artists and celebrities will push this whole body fat positivity on, the regular people. Like it's okay to be fat. I'm happy with my weight and stuff like that. And then within a year or so, they get more money and they hire somebody like Flood. He whipped them into shape to lose all this weight, and these people in the lesser community don't have that resources to get to that level. But in their mind, I'm supposed to be big. Monique did the same thing. Monique was when she was on her little, what was that show she was on? Her little
With the little girl.
yeah.
Oh, the Parkers.
The Parkers. When
Don't act
Monique
like
was on
y'all
the
don't watch
Parkers, she
I did. I fucked with the Parkers.
That was fire.
Y'all
I do.
don't act like
But
what
she
was that
on
little
the
show?
I used to watch the show, but she was all about body positivity and being big and everything. And when she did movies after that, she was all about that. But Monique got herself in shape. Like she's losing weight and all this stuff like that. But
Because her health required it. Missy
Right.
Elliott lost weight because her health
and
required
that's
it.
why they should know that it's important to make sure you don't push
agree.
this fat thing on people. Don't make it seem like being fat. Being fat is never okay.
Never.
It's never okay. Your health is going to suffer in the end. You might be healthy now, but your health is going to suffer in the end. So don't push this stuff on these people who are looking up to you because you're a celebrity, and then you got the help you can get. You get the best. You got the best health care, best fitness coach or whatever like that. And these people in our community, don't have those resources available to them.
Okay, but think about the tug and pull that these people deal with the fact that they came up, if they're especially celebrities, okay, they came up in the industry as a big person promoting body positivity. So then they start trying to lose weight. So Lizzo dealt with this, like the bigger women, the body positivity movement was like, no, Lizzo,
Right, that's what I was going to talk
don't
about. They
do
actually
that.
push back and say, don't get
why
healthy.
Why would you do that? I look up to you as a big woman. I finally found myself and ting and ting and ting. So my thing is this, like they feel they feel like the tug and the pull to like continue to work, I don't know, for or represent this community, but at the same time,
But aren't we supposed to
your
look?
health requires at some point that you actually think about how this is going to affect you.
Because
as far as your
William
heart.
is right.
Are we supposed to look? If I was in that situation, And you know, I always I start with being gay. I pick where I want to be at a certain time of the day or the month. Being gay sometimes comes over being black comes over being gay. But as an African American who's not gay, not me, wouldn't you want to pick something that is going to be more beneficial towards your community and make sure that you send the right message to your community, knowing that
the fat positivity community is a community. That's the point. They're saying it's important,
and that shows that you probably, if that's what's going on, I want to say like Gabby Settlebay, like people are only looking at you because or giving you that attention because you're fat. So that should question that should bring a lot of stuff to your mind. Like, am I only getting this attention because I'm a fat person? I'm representing, and this is
go to the opposite. Am I only getting this attention because I'm getting these butt shots? Am I only getting this attention because I'm a fitness girl? Am I only getting like a community is a community?
I understand that, but I'd rather be on the fit side and rather a community that represent my people. I'd rather get the attention that represent my people. If these people are only pushing you out there because when Gabby started losing, she was in Precious and she was a big ugly fat girl in Precious, and then she started losing. Don't
forgive him, y'all.
No, see, he gets to say
I'm
that.
just being honest.
He can say that. Nobody's gonna care if he says that.
Oh no, they chew me up in the comments.
Nah, man, they not gonna know what you. If I said
But
that
because
shit,
she's a big ugly fat girl.
Double down on that.
Because people give her all that attention in Precious. Let's be honest. She was opposite against freaking Mariah Carey in Precious and Monique and them in Precious, and she got all that attention because the unattractive females who were big and stuff give her all that attention in Hollywood and said, okay, let's go ahead and put on this pedestal. She should have sat there and said like, well, why are they giving me all this attention? Is it because I'm big? I'm representing a big crowd. Now, what is my community going to think about this? What am I doing for African Americans? Yeah, I'm an African American actress getting all this attention, putting us out there, but they also give me attention because they think I'm a big girl and stuff like that. You have to, when these white folks are giving you all these attention. I mean, come on now. We gotta be like, listen. They might not be looking out for our best interest.
No, I hear you.
So you got to think about those things. Now, what was I going to say? I was going to jump into this real quick. Monique was in this movie called Fat Girls.
Yes.
Years ago. And it was all about, people think that African love fat girls. No, we don't. Back in the day, it used to be this, when you were bigger, if you were bigger, that means you have wealth.
Yes.
And your folks have enough money to feed you and all that good stuff like that. And so that's why, and it was a sign of your wealth. Plus size girls or plus size people. I don't think that's the case anymore. Okay, I haven't been to Liberia in 10 years, but I talked to African men who rather have their females in nice shape and stuff like that. So listen, if you're over here in America getting fat, think you're gonna find your African man, please no, go to the gym. It's not a thing anymore. Like, it really is not a thing anymore where it was back in the day. It was years and years and years.
That was a thing even here at one
Right.
point.
Really?
Right. Jada Kiss actually said it back in the 90s. It was like, he said something about gangsters don't die, they get chubby and move to Miami. I think that was Kiss. And
That's
a lot
men,
of
though.
Right.
Men can get fat if you got bread. They gonna fuck with you anyway.
Right.
I mean, look at
So how do you feel about
Fat
that?
Joe.
Because,
Look at
right. That's what I'm saying.
look at,
So
Rick Ross.
I think the women probably get it the most, and I think that's probably the issue.
Right.
Is because most of the fat phobic is coming from the women who are like, you can't.
Right.
Blah blah blah. But I think that's that.
But you know what? There is a small body positivity movement going for guys too. Mainly through and let me finish. Have you ever seen Savage Fendi? Their models. They be having
Fenty.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
They have fat guys up
Like
there.
Rihanna shit like that, bro.
I don't care about Rihanna or her music or her. That ain't for me.
Oh my
You are
God.
mad
It ain't
disrespectful.
for me. Like, I don't care nothing about
Her music's
bro.
fire,
Like,
bro.
He also put Rihanna or Beyonce before at one point in time. But go ahead.
I mean, but they have bigger dudes up there. Like, one guy had titties up there. Like, and I was just like,
You
okay.
don't care, but you seen this.
So
not
Rihanna,
happen.
No, but I
is-
seen
first
it.
of all,
I don't
Rihanna
really
is good about her marketing, so of course
Right.
she's going to.
And so I remember I was looking in the comments and like there were dudes, and I'm going in their profiles like saying like, yeah, we really appreciate the models looking the way that they look. Shout out to
We
Rihanna.
appreciate you confirming that it's okay for us to be unhealthy and, blah, blah, blah. Is that what you think?
Yeah, and so it's just weird to me because I feel like, here I go back in my machismo bag, like, as a man, like, how you look shouldn't matter a whole lot. Like,
Well, it
guys can
doesn't.
be ugly, right?
Yeah.
Listen.
That
No.
goes back to our masculinity talk we was having, and everybody, y'all gonna listen to it. It's gonna be out very soon. But it made it sound like I was talking about bread. But when you have bread, everything else falls in line.
Right,
You tell
like-
young men, get your grades right, get your money right. The women come with it.
Right.
Stuff is easy for y'all people.
Who is my people?
What is
'Cause
that?
I never know
What
who
do you
he's
mean by that?
Right.
Well, when I'm saying y'all people, I could be talking about African Americans sometimes.
I know,
I'm
we need to
separate-
know.
Right.
I'm usually separating myself and going to African side
Right.
or being a gay man and separate myself in the straight. For straight folks, on the outside, it's crazy. You have to be in shape.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
You have to be in shape, and fat phobia, for lack of a better word, is a thing.
in
Like
the
you-
LGBT
in the
community.
LGBT community.
Okay.
Like you.
Okay, so you guys, you're saying it's a thing in your community as,
Yeah,
as
like-
if, like, I don't want to get fat. I'm afraid
I don't want to get
be
fat. I'm afraid to be fat. I mean, look, for me, I'm concerned about my weight every time. Yes, trust me. I make sure. And this guy right here has called me fat numerous times when I skipped the gym for months at a
Me
time.
too.
But
Yeah.
it's
He
a
will
thing-
not
it's-
dare
Listen,
call a
he
woman
calls
fat.
everybody
It's a thing
fat.
for it's
He
a
will
thing
not
for
call
my,
no
it's,
women
it's a
fat.
thing for our people. Like we are very set on what we look like physically. We have to be in shape because once you start getting any extra pounds, they're ready to X you out of our community.
Y'all don't think intrinsically, like you said, Zaya said she's an athlete, you're an athlete, I was an athlete. You just, I can't, whenever I start feeling heavy, you
Right.
feel it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Right.
I tell people all the time, he's like, you're not fat. I'm like, bro, feeling fat to me is worse than being fat.
And so
hate
I
feeling that
think
way.
it's important to, and I'm going to double back on something that I said, like youth athletics, when you're a teenager and all that, it gives you a reference. Like, you know what it feels like to be in great shape. So I think that having that reference point is important. When some people don't even have that reference. Look, I said that I'm doubling back. Do I need to
Nigga is a
apologize?
Oh, okay.
Listen.
Yeah, I'm just thinking because I was wondering because it was like 2 episodes, right?
Right,
Like 2
right.
episodes.
Look, but on
He
his
wanna
social
take out
media, he be
athletics.
posting kids that he trained that are doing well in high school. But I'm like, well, is he going to the league? Because if he's not going to the league, he might as well quit now.
Might as well just stop.
Yeah.
Listen.
Which one is it?
I can own up to my own shit and nobody else do it up here, so I need to do it. I'm doubling back and saying, yeah, to have that reference point matters. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
There's things that I can't do when I was in college, but I always have that, like, look, I'm not going to get too far away from that.
Well, you're
you know what I'm
getting
saying?
older,
Right.
period.
But still, to have that reference is
Absolutely.
crucial. You know what I mean? Like, I need to be able to lift a certain amount of weight. My body fat percentage needs to be a certain, because I know what it's like to be in amazing shape. But some people don't have that at all.
Right.
So, and what do you say to those people?
Well, in this day and age,
This our age.
I feel
too.
like in this day and age, if you're not utilizing the resource, like there is just entirely too many free resources. Like you don't have to have a personal trainer to get in shape.
but some people don't have time.
These people know.
Everybody has.
Let's put a
Listen,
responsibility
you make
back
time
on.
for whatever it
Thank you.
is
Let's
that
put a
you
responsibility
want
back
to
on them.
make time
People
for.
know that they're
Period.
fat and they're out of shape because around New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, you see the gyms are all crowded and
Love it.
everybody's everywhere
That's when I make all
wanting
my
to work
money.
out.
You hear me, January? I'll be caked.
So
the
they
fuck
know
up.
there's something wrong with them. Keep working on yourself. Like you know there's something wrong with you. So
It's not easy.
Right.
It's a grind. It's a matter of dedication. You're not going to go to the gym for a week and lose 10 pounds. It's
No,
impossible.
yeah, you gotta be
Right.
committed. You gotta be committed, just like with anything else in life. And it's
Sounds
not.
like
This,
it's their
this is
problem.
not about like telling everybody to go to the gym and get committed. The bottom line is for me, if we're talking about fat phobia, I'll bring it back again. I'm not afraid of fat people. I love you just the way you are.
You keep making
But
your
do-
own definition. Though.
Do you love you enough to take care of you and the things that are going to affect your physical well-being? Period.
well,
That's all I'm saying.
I'll say this. It sounds like you're trying to do a closeout, but I'm gonna say this for mine. I don't care for big people.
Get on my nerves.
No, I really don't. I don't care for Listen,
so real.
our health insurances are higher because of you guys. So
Jesus Christ, he's a monster tonight, ain't he?
it's very true. Like
See, why does he got to be a monster? Like
for speaking, yeah, you.
Saying you don't care about somebody just because they're fat is wild.
I don't.
They don't
I
care
mean,
about
they
themselves.
don't care about themselves. Work out, get in shape, eat healthy.
I
Stop
can't wait till this get posted.
Stop.
Look, we're going to sit down and we're going to get a few 1-minute clips and we're going to just have all of
Be healthy overall. Like, and I understand, we push. It's a very, our society is very rough because we are talking about obesity and yet we push for fast food places, McDonald's and all the stuff like that.
I know, they were just
and
talking about that.
it's hard for people, but listen, you have to make that conscious decision to want to do better for yourself. Now, if you don't do better for yourself and you're not going to the gym, you're not making any changes, that's when I look down on you and say, listen, you're fat and I just don't, I don't, like for the longest, I told my homegirl, I'm not going to say her name here, but I've screenshot her pictures before and sent it to our other homegirl. I said, listen, I'm glad she don't live in our city anymore because I will not hang out with her. She's big.
Wow.
Yes.
You fat phobic.
Call it what you want. But I've said that before. She had a baby, and every time I call her, she be like, ooh, I'm about to eat this. I said, girl, you know you love your good meal now. And I've said that over and over, and I'm hoping she subscribes to us too. She gained so much weight, and now I'm looking at. I always go back and look at pictures of her prior to her having her kid, and now I'm like, damn, we can't even be friends.
Now look though, no, because I
I'm
remember
just-
You feel the same way?
I want to have.
I got like if it's an overweight dude, I don't give a fuck. But I don't want to be around. obese
Yes,
women.
thank you.
I don't.
I would not, if people who are, this is part of the reason why I've only have one female best friend. My best friend is in shape. She had her baby, lost her weight, and is back in shape. And she's in her 30s.
Why does
Because
what they
you
weigh,
are a representation of me.
why is it that what they weigh
You
matter?
are a representation of me. I don't want to be around. I don't want
They're
to.
not your intimate partner.
They don't have to be my intimate partner. They are a representation of me. We are friends. I want you to be better for yourself.
Why am I I'm the trainer here.
and
Why
if
am I
you're
not
not-
talking like you guys?
Like-
I trained
Because you
once.
Because you're not-
scared.
because
You
you're-
scared.
No, I have fat
You
friends
scared.
that I will hang out with and
have fat
and
Black friends.
all the time.
yeah, and I will still hang out with you when you are fat.
But you've bullied me on social media. You sent me a picture of, you told me I look like an African kid who was on the, Mind Nourish before. You sent me YouTube videos. I skipped the gym for 6 months and I had a little bit of gut. And this man bullied me on social media. He would tag me on videos. So you feel the same way as I feel. Now, the plus size people who might work out for you, work out with you, I don't think you're saying those things to them because you're afraid.
That's not the
Because
truth.
they're females.
All right, so I'm going to actually somebody that you know came in today and they're coming back after taking a very long hiatus. And the first thing that I told her, bro, you got big as hell. And I said it just like that.
You're not gonna
bro,
bully them on
you
social
got
media,
big as
though.
hell.
You're not going to bully them on social media.
Oh, I do
though.
all the time.
You bully me on.
He bullies me on social
He bullied me
media.
on social media. Like because you feel like
It's
I'm
good,
smaller.
You've been looking real weak.
I'm smaller and I can take the joke and I can deal with it. But the plus size people their feelings might be hurt because they're Lizzo and they can gain all the weight they want to gain. And if because they're bigger, if people go after them, it looks bad. But us, thinner people, in shape people, if we gain a little bit of weight, it's okay to go against us and say that we look fat and all this stuff like that. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of. I'll be honest. I'm not a fan. And my fiance tried to throw jabs at my mother earlier and said, "Well, you're not gonna be talking about fat people because your mama's fat." Listen, my mama is not fat. Okay, my mama knows what. She has a condition that causes her to gain weight in a certain area of her body, but she's not fat. Now that's a different situation.
So, but how would you know? How would you know if this person doesn't have a condition that's causing them to be a little bit bigger?
The people who I know who are bigger, let's see, for example, somebody like Lizzo. She's in the public eye. Mm-hmm. She brags by being overweight. She shows her ass open on social media. She don't care about losing weight.
I think she does.
I don't
I think she does.
If she did,
I think she
If she
does.
did, she would not be flexing her fatness like that.
I think she's flexing her fatness because she is an artist. She's in the public eye, and
Take a stand.
And at this point, because she's already kind of like come into the spotlight because she's a bigger person, she's saying like, I'm a public figure. I'm wealthy because of what I've done based on me being the size that I am. How dare you call me disgusting? How dare you try to bully me? I'm doing my thing. The problem I have with Lizzo is that she keeps sort of like going back and forth about it. Like, if you're gonna do it, do it. Now, when I saw, listen, I'm gonna be 100%. When I saw the picture, I was like, ew. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, ew, because I was like, man, Lizzo, like, I think you could have still pulled something off similar with a little bit more tact, but that's just my opinion. In terms of fashion, like, it didn't look appealing. And I've seen some big girls, like, I'm like, damn, bitch, I look good.
If I saw a big girl and I saw her going to the gym and I saw her eating healthy, I'll be more understanding. People like Monique and Lizzo, I don't care. They can't say anything right now to me that would be convincing at all, because they were.
Monique is doing her thing though.
Yeah,
because she claimed it's a health issue. Monique was pushing fat forever.
Yeah.
She wanted to push that out
like
to our community.
First spokesman, like.
So I don't care.
Well, she was a comedian. So as a comedian, it's like I gotta laugh at myself.
Lizzo's not a comedian, and she's still pushing this fat thing, and she works out secretly and but she's still pushing it out. Anybody who's pushing it out there, anybody who's comfortable being fat, I don't care. Now, people who I know personally who are dealing with health issues and working out and doing, I understand that situation. But when you push being fat out there, it's not okay.
Okay, so you can hang with the people that's got health issues.
I can help. Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
So having a baby, having hormonal
and eating all the pizza you can. I'm telling my homegirl, I eat all day. Every time I call her, she's like, "Oh, I'm about to eat this." I was like, "Girl, you know how to eat a good meal." And she's eating. I'm like, but I literally, and it's bad. I'd screenshot a picture of her and sent it to our other homegirl. I was like, damn, this bitch is big. Like, I can't hang with her anymore. Like, I cannot.
I think it all comes down to incentive.
And being a gay man, like, nobody wants, we shallow as hell in our community, and nobody wants that around them. I want somebody who make me look good.
I've known some big girls, and there's no shortage.
In 2012.
There's no shortage.
That's good for them, okay?
In 2012, when a girl broke my heart.
I've said my piece. I'm sure folks going to hate me on this podcast.
I want to hear the story. Let him.
Oh, no, I was just saying, I had a girl. She was starting to gain some weight. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, man, we could go to the gym, whoop-de-whoop. But the dudes at William & Mary was in her ear like, oh, he can't handle you. You too much of a woman for him. No, bitch, you're getting kind of big.
Right.
I'm trying to tell you, that's not what I'm into. But the incentive wasn't there because dudes on campus, she a Delta, so all the Qs, they in her ear.
Yeah. No.
So why would she?
I think it's important as a partner. If you're a partner, you should definitely express, like, these are my needs, whether they're vain or not. This is what I'm looking. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to experience. And I think as a partner in a partnership, I think that should be something that should be considered. And the fact that, just getting in shape is just in general better for you.
I'll give you a good example.
But I do think that that's good.
My fiance now, he knows that I'm a very shallow person, and I care about our weight and being in shape and stuff like that. So he makes sure he keeps a certain weight. If he goes anywhere,
So is it about the weight, or is it about the being in shape and being healthy?
Being healthy, being in shape,
Okay.
all that good stuff. He knows that if he goes over a certain weight and he starts to look a little too plump for me, I'll be out the door.
That's respectable. I feel the same way.
I was attracted to you sexually, physically when I met you. You think you gaining weight and being plus size or gaining extra weight is going to keep me? I don't want to.
It's called love weight.
No. Listen,
you gain a little love.
I'll take the love away.
I definitely gained like 20 pounds.
I'll take the love away from you. Okay. One thing. I'm not even cooking that much at home for you to be gaining that much weight. But if you gain that much weight, I will pull away, and you can't expect them to be attracted to you now when you gain so much weight. I was attracted to something else.
Yeah,
and as we get older, we settle into, and that's why people step outside of the relationship and all this extra stuff. But you have to be a certain way. That's a whole different conversation.
Let's
I say we're an hour in. I was gonna ask y'all real quick before I don't know where you're gonna take it, but the pandemic hit. That's when he first called me off. I was fat. We went and did that run.
Right.
I was in the crib. I'm having a baby during the pandemic. I'm locked in the crib.
Right.
I'm going to the gym. She's not because she's pregnant. She feels away. She's
Right.
like, nah, nigga, you ain't gonna stay A1 and I'm falling off. So, you know what I mean? When I seen Flood, he's like, hey man, you getting a little plump, bro. But as a guy, I'm like, nah, he right. I need to get on my shit. I can't, you know what I mean? My clothes
Right.
are expensive. I gotta make sure I can fit them.
Right.
What's wrong with what William said? I feel the same way. I don't want, look, hey man, when I met you, you was a vixen. I need a vixen when I walk outside.
Okay, but you gave some considerations for the fact that she had a baby.
Yeah.
She's
But
pregnant.
I
She
think
had a baby.
I think it's
and-
known that like you hit 200
My-
deadline on getting back.
My sailor
Right.
told me that his wife, his wife had a baby 6 months ago. He been working out and everything, and he didn't even put any pressure on her. He didn't say you have to work out, you don't have to do anything. He just started working out, and that has caused so much issue for their relationship because now she feels insecure because he's working out, he's getting in shape. She just had a baby. She thinks that he's gonna step out and do something else. There's nothing stopping her from working out, but I was telling her, I said, you might have to have a conversation like, listen, you know, I'm still attracted to you, but I would like for you to join me and work out and, you know, get back to where you used to be and stuff like that instead of this causing an issue because I'm trying to be healthier and stay in shape and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Like,
You
you
don't
know,
think the body positivity is more of an issue than
So that's how we're gonna wrap up.
Okay. Hey, look, man, I'm a potter for real.
Right. So I got a breaker bill for you guys. And I mean, he already gave it away.
Sorry.
So body positivity for our community specifically. We talked about statistics. We talked about personal relationships. We talked about not so personal relationships. We talked about public figures and their influence on the greater community. Is body positivity a break or a build for our community specifically? And I'm gonna go last.
So body positivity is what exactly?
We're gonna get the technical term.
Yeah, because if my understanding is correct with body positivity, I think it's a build. But I think that the fatphobic community has taken over the body positivity movement and made it a fat positivity movement. And I think that's a break.
I'm glad I can read out loud.
go ahead.
Right.
Body positivity is a social movement focused on the acceptance of all bodies,
Right.
regardless of size, shape, skin tone, gender, and physical abilities, while challenging present-day beauty standards
I like
as an
that.
undesirable social construct. Proponents focus on the appreciation of the functionality and health of the human
Function
body
and
instead
health.
of
Ooh,
its
that's the caveat.
physiological
Function
appearance.
and health, okay?
That's
Big
crucial.
words in that
No,
definition. See, I
but
ain't
that's
stumbled?
crucial though.
That's the key.
Right.
But
That's
see,
crucial.
that's what I'm saying. That's the trickery. That's the trickery because I think the fat positivity, quote unquote, community has sort of coined body positivity as if it's a thing of being okay with being
fat.
bigger.
Right.
And I'm saying like, you should, I have a friend, my girlfriend, one of my best friends from 6th grade has had 5 children and she still looked like she weighs about 90 pounds. Like after she had her children, she just one of those people that have like a fast metabolism. She wanted to go into the military. She had to gain weight. She was so small, but she's just a little woman. You know what I mean? Like you have the Coi Lerais who are really little and they kind of clown her and bully her.
I don't know why.
Body positivity, I'm for. Appreciating who you are and where, you know, like your build and things like that from a healthy standpoint, but not from I don't think it's okay for the Black community to be promoting fat positivity because that's not healthy. It's not good for us to be obese and fat, period.
So
that's
break or build.
Well, I'm gonna just say it's a break
Yeah.
because I'm gonna say it's a break because people take the definition, take it for the wrong thing. So I'm just go ahead and give a blanket statement that it's a break because people are taking it as it's okay to be fat and it's okay to be whatever weight you want to be and do whatever you want to do with your body. I'm gonna take that as a break. No, we need to. We need to pull back from that a little bit more and stop. If we're a little too positive, too okay with people's body being the way it is, and people are just because of that, that's causing more problem for our community. So I'm saying it's a break.
What do you think? What do you think?
Because I agree with, so like I more so agree with William that it's a break because of when we hear it, we think, oh, it's okay to be fat.
Right.
But I'm not straddling the fence because I think it's a break. But to Zai's point,
the actual
you have people that are watching social media and these girls are getting all these enhancements, and then you say like the Coily Rays and she's skinnier, and it's like you're shaming those people. You're shaming people that have regular bodies that don't go get surgery and stuff.
Ari Lennox.
You know what I'm saying?
She'll,
that
no
skews
like,
people's perceptions of how they feel about themselves too. So body positivity on that note, I fuck with. But when you're saying like, most of the time when we hear it, we think like overweight and it's okay. No, you're fat, but it's, somebody's going to love you for you.
Right.
No, nigga, go to the gym.
Right.
Right.
So
no,
break for the black community. But as in the term overall, it's a positive thing.
So I'm gonna go with a positive thing, and it's literally for all of the reasons that you said.
I gotta start and let you go before me.
Right. This happened twice now. Like
I'm a Potter.
Right. So piggybacking off of what he said, it's more than just the fat thing for me. Like the enhancements. Like that has nothing to do with fat. Like you have women who are just normal that actually work out and get titties.
From
like,
working out?
No, I'm saying like they go and get implants.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
You got girls that go and get they get the ass done, they get their titties done, and then they be in the gym like they earned it in the gym.
Right. And so that's wild to me. Like, I've dealt with professionally, women who had really great physiques, but because they wanted some ass, they went and got some ass.
Yeah.
Work out, strong, fit. I don't like my ass. I'm going to get ass. And I'm just like,
well, that's y'all.
People would kill to have your body.
I don't think that's our fault.
I'm joking.
No, to be honest.
No, I'm joking.
So my girlfriend is beautiful, but she watches all these girls online, all the girls that these girls look like the Ari Lennox. They getting all the jewelry, all the clothes, all this materialistic shit that don't really matter. But they look at that and they be like, damn, a dude gave her that because she got that.
Right.
That's all they think about. And they be obsessed about it. So no matter how she looks, she'd be like, damn, I could be better. And she not positive about herself because
so like just
not my. I'm just saying.
Right.
Like,
and then from another perspective, like, I mean, it's borderline like mutilating yourself too at the same time.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not cool with yourself, bro. Like at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to Atlanta, a couple of weeks ago, and I was in the airport. And like black women with lips, like bro, you got lips,
lip fillers.
Yes, I go to
black
women.
Yeah, I feel like that's a Hollywood.
Like that's the thing that really like differentiates white women from black women.
So you're not good with like you don't feel like cosmetic surgery is good?
I mean, just generally, I see what she's doing. I see what she's doing. No, like being positive about you is important. I mean, like from a functional standpoint, it matters.
From functional.
Oh yeah, absolutely
Things
functional.
that function.
Oh, absolutely.
But you make look cosmetically better. I'm just
we'll wrap this up.
We can go there.
We can.
If she had my baby and she's like, these don't sit the same because of the breastfeeding, I'll pay for that. But you want to go get an ass, go do some squats. I'm sorry.
So no ass, you can get the titties.
Buy it yourself.
No
if you breastfed my baby, yeah, I'll pay for that. But if
but sometimes
I'm
women
not paying
lose
for none of
ass
that.
after pregnancy. Sometimes they gain it, sometimes they lose it. So
Most of the time they gain it though.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Most of the time.
But that's something you can build in the gym. I don't know. I know excuse.
But it takes a long time to get them glutes right.
Women's perceptions of themselves be crazy because of the internet and all these different women online that make them think like they not hitting on nothing. So
that's tough. I think guys go through it too. I mean, I don't think they talk about it as much, but I think I seen a post. A guy was like, y'all be surprised how hard it is to be this single, as a man. Like we don't necessarily.
So I have friends who get the
oh yes, get them little toupees.
You know what I'm talking about? The micro bead joints.
No, I don't.
I'm getting that done next year before my wedding.
You get implants. What are you?
I'm getting my hair line done right here. So I got to.
This is why we need to promote body positive. Hair has no function.
Listen, Negro, I'm in shape. That's not my body. That's my hair. Okay,
Hair has no function.
I cannot have my hair. And I can wear a hat. I'll be okay. I'm good.
So if I got the shit and I came in here with the 360 wave, y'all look at me crazy.
I would not.
Y'all would be like, what?
With the glue, because
Listen,
Man, y'all be like, you ain't got the
Listen.
Tory Lanez, bro.
people are dogging me out on social media for not having hair. I'm good. My body.
You just have a
have good-
receded hairline. You're not bald like me and him.
Yeah, like it's just right here. And thank you. And I'm cute too. And I'm in shape.
I shave every day, so
Right.
And I'm in shape. But this is a good episode.
This was good.
Folks will go in on me. 2 in a row now.
This was really good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'll take it away.
These 2 episodes back to back is gonna be hard. But you know I'm gonna be out to sea, so I'm good.
Don't even
When you
matter.
come back, you're gonna be going through the comments. Lord, they
Make sure
dragging
you
me.
comment. Make sure you like. Make sure you
Subscribe too, yes.
and share.
hit the bell.
Share, hit the bell, subscribe, like. Make sure you watch episode 10. We talk
Yes.
about masculinity
Black masculinity.
specifically. We love you guys. Make sure you share with a friend, man. Like we need way more subscribers.
Yeah.
We do.
It's,
And it's all you guys' fault.
I'm gonna
Like,
have a
tell
viral
your
clip.
friend, like tell your cousin, everybody.
William need to get up and just like slap you, and then we just put that on.
I think some of the stuff I said tonight might be a viral clip. It might be.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Let's
Somebody might
look it
just.
up.
It might end
No,
up on
but
Twitter
so
or
I'm
something.
getting a Facebook page and an Instagram page, so y'all make sure y'all
And
go
you
check
need to
that
make
out.
sure that we can get this on a podcast platform because I think some people would probably
Audio only.
Yeah, audio
would
only.
appreciate being able to listen to it.
Yeah.
Y'all put that in the comments. Do y'all want the audio only?
Yes.
Because I know I'm the only one with YouTube Premium. Y'all gotta get YouTube.
Yeah, you're the only one. 'Cause I'm not paying for that.
How much?
And I'm mad. You know what? That rubs me the wrong way. Can I say that? That rubs me the wrong way. Damn it, YouTube, with your 2 commercials minimum now. Like, what the hell? Used to be 1 and then you could skip the next one. Now you got to watch it. At least
I don't
man,
know.
I-
You know
that
ads.
rubs me
Look,
the wrong
everything
way.
is a subscription now. Like
is.
everything. My OnlyFans, I got like.
You got OnlyFans?
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
We're not gonna
It's
look.
time to go.
I got I got 7 OnlyFans. I got Netflix.
Well, you
I
got
got
OnlyFans for real?
Spotify.
I got 7 only.
You are a creep.
blood.
I
I'll
got
be
some
honest,
joints.
Body
I got,
positive.
yeah, I got some
I agree
joints.
with you because I have a budget in my monthly.
Right.
Like I have a $20 limit I spend on OnlyFans a month.
Right. Yeah, I got
Find out.
Need.
I have never been on.
I don't. I'm pissed that I'm trying to get rid of somebody who started a freaking OnlyFans.
Look, I'm
Was it
about
not
to
you?
say, look, you have
No.
an OnlyFans. Look,
Remember
y'all make sure y'all go
I
check
sent it to you
it
on the side. I didn't text you about it. I sent it to him on the side. I said, "Did you see that?" He said, "Send me the link." I was like,
I said, bro, I'm going to subscribe right
I'm for real.
I
though.
will slap both of you. Hell no.
I have never been on OnlyFans.
Like I sent him the link right away.
I'm
I was
not
like,
paying
"You
to
see
see no
Zaya got an
shit, bro.
OnlyFans,
Bro.
Hit me on
Support.
Facebook. You don't
'Cause
got
I got,
to.
I got like
Sorry.
7 accounts. Let me see.
Let me find out. Maybe I should do OnlyFans.
I got 3 OnlyFans.
Let me
that I
see.
follow.
We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all
Yes, yes,
subscribe,
I
hit the
said
bell.
this.
Hold on. I want to tell you
We
how
don't
many
care about
OnlyFans I got.
your
I got
OnlyFans.
3. I got 3 OnlyFans.
Y'all crazy.
I thought Zaya had one for real.
And now she big.
I got 5
You got a big
OnlyFans.
jump OnlyFans.
She is not big. She is not big.
I'm looking right at her.
Whopper me is not big.
Whopper me?
Whopper me is not
Whopper.
big.
Sounds
Whopper
big.
me?
Whopper me?
Is Whopper me big?
No, she's not big.
Okay, thank
Is it
you.
an impossible
She-
Whopper?
She had. She,
Because you're little, you're
She had a
petite.
BBL
I like,
though.
huh?
that's not real.
No, it's not.
Yeah, she had a lot of work done.
Good God Almighty!
Can we
Somebody
wrap
help.
this up?
But ass.
Hey guys, I'm turning it off.
I'm
Wrap it up.
on
Wrap it
it.
up. It's over.
We're gonna wrap it
we
up.
appreciate
Thank
y'all. Like,
you guys.
subscribe,
We'll
hit the
see you
Thank
back
you,
at
thank you.
episode 12.
Bye.